Okay, video log number 2. This is another about the same thing. There, well, like I said, my wife is looking at these photos of these people, of her parents, and they're all dead. And the world thinks, people in the world think that they're not going to die. Well, look at me. Just look at my face. I am old. I know where I'm going. I'm going to die one. That's what's going to happen to me, you know. But fortunately for me, I call on the name, see. I know the name of the Father, Yahuwah, and I know the name of the Son, Yahushua, and I call on both. Do I obey the way of the religions of the world? No. Oh, no. Do I go to their places of worship? No, I don't go to their place of worship either. No, I don't do any of those things. No. See? You look at my hat. You see? Here's the mighty right hand of Yahuwah, who sent forth a man who esteemed him. Who esteemed him. But he allowed Hashatan to put him on a stake and to murder him. A man who was innocent and did nothing wrong. And then he was put into a tomb for 3 days and 3 nights. And then Yahuwah raised him up again to esteem him and put him on his right hand side to rule with him and to do discernment and to forgive those who call on his name. See, I'm wearing the name of deliverance on my head. And here's another thing which I forgot to mention in the last video, which is America. America, the haughty one, from Babel, a Babylonian nation, which is not true now today. There's no nations, there are only corporations. It's a company, that's all it is. And it's obeying its master's rule, doing as it's told because it's in so much debt to those owners, those masters. And the corporation's currency, the dollar, is the reserve currency of the world. And it will never change. Why? Because on the reserve currency of the world, on the dollar bill, is written in whom they trust. It says, in God we trust. Well, this is part of the name of the evil of a deity called of fortune, of my, that's what that is. Although people will argue the toss and oh no, it's not, blah 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 blah, they'll go. But no, yes, Hashatan's not stupid. He's the deceiver for a good reason, and he's deceived the whole world. Oh yes, he has. And the reserve currency of the world will not change. It won't go to China or anywhere else. It'll always be with them, with the Americans. That's how it'll be because of that. Well, because if they do change it, they've got to put that same phrase upon that currency, and it's not going to happen because the Freemasonic Jews are in control of America. Okay, there's only one place in the world where that's not the case, and that's Iran, which I said in the last video, and they have a debt-free currency. See, their currency isn't debt. See, the people enjoy that. You see? Oh, but you see, America doesn't like this. Oh, Americans, they don't like this one. They don't like it. They don't. You see? So they're getting haughty. And they're saying, oh, you must submit to us. That's what they're saying. You must do what we say. And what are the Iranians saying? They're saying, no, we don't. We don't have to do what you say. We don't want your debt-based system. We don't want you putting our people in debt. And if you come over here, right, is what the Iranians are saying, we're going to give you a bloody nose. And I think to myself, yeah, good, because they deserve it. Although Yahuwah says, that the new world order will rule for a short time, and it will, and that's true, that's going to come. And when they move upon the Kadishim, well, you know, then Yahusha will come. He will come, and not until that happens. See, till people like me are murdered, killed. Well, they can murder me. I don't mind. I don't care, because you know why? Because I'm written in the book. I'm not in the book of Shatan, like I said in the other video. No, I'm written in the book of Yahuwah and Yahushua, see? Because I call on their names, not the names of the deities of the wicked one, right? Which is what the world does. They all call on the names, and it doesn't matter whether they go to the worship places or not. Well, let's face it, the worship places are only corporations anyway. That's all they are, and all they want is the currency, the debt, off of the gullible and this, you know, and the idolatrous people. And they go into those places and they're hypnotized, and you know, and they're taught to call on the names of other deities. That's all that happens to them. And they think, and they get in there and they're hypnotized, and you know, and they're doing their stuff, and they think they're delivered. Nothing could be further from the truth. They're being fleeced, you know, and killed at the same time. You know, the deity that runs those places has sucked them, pulled them into their system, into their house, and you know, hypnotized them, right? You know, and then turned them into pigs, right? And then lived off them, eating them, and that's what happens, you know, in these places. You see, like all the places out there are all vanity. All vanity is vanity, vanity on vanity. It's how it is, you know. And they'll go chasing after the wealth, riches, and thinking that's going to help them. But you know, and they might, you know, they're not going to. Oh, they don't. Nah, that's not going to happen to me. I'm going to live till I'm 1,003. I'm going to live forever. They say. They think. But no, you're not. 80 or 90. That's it. You will succumb because Yahuwah said so. That's one thing you will not disobey. You may disobey him in everything else, as Torah and everything else, but you will not disobey him in that one. That one you will succumb and you will obey. Like I told you in the last video, the only thing you got and the only hope you have, shouldn't have said that word because that's another mighty one. The only esteem you have, the only thing you can count on is the name, and the name of the Son. That's it. Okay, that's all you can count on, nothing else. Everything else in the world is vanity upon vanity, that's all. Okay, I'm going to cut this off now. If you want to hear more, just subscribe and I'll give you some more. Because, you see, this is important stuff. It's very important. I don't hear anybody else talking about this. No one. And it's about time somebody did.